honor the Lunar New Year, today we're going to pay respect to the wood dragon with a bit of a Celtic twist, connecting with the dragon of the forest. And as we connect with this idea, begin to bring to mind whatever sensations connect you with the forest. Maybe it's the smell of the wood or moss on the ground, the whisper of the leaves as the wind blows through them. Maybe even the taste of the air that's slightly different in this clear space. Or the feel of bark against the skin. Bringing these sensations to life as you settle into the space where you are. Maybe lying down or sitting against support. Taking time to get yourself nice and comfy, cozy. Creating your own nest in this moment. Know that at any point as we move through this practice, you can adjust. And if you lose focus, just pick back up where you notice. Brains tend to work that way. And as we wander through the forest, it's as though we are wandering through the body itself, each step unique to the journey. So just noticing what arises for you. Beginning to connect with the breath in this moment. Being aware of where the breath moves through the body, how the body receives breath, and how the two weave this experience together. Just noticing any other sensations that may be present either in your experience in the room where you are, or any ideas of sensation from this forest, from this magical place. And remembering there isn't a right way. There aren't the perfect trees or the perfect canopy, just whatever connects with your heart in this moment. As we begin to wander through the body, each footstep landing as it needs to, maybe on a bed of leaves or a path. There may be even times when you have to gently press through the branches or feel leaves against the skin. And just noticing what is present for you and what relates to your journey. Beginning with the top of the head, wandering down through the forehead. The eyebrows right and left. The space between the eyebrows, both eyelids and eyelashes. The skin beneath the eyes and each temple. The cheeks and the sides of the jaw. Both ears and the skin beneath the ears. The tip of the chin, the lower lip and upper lip. The roof of the mouth and the tongue resting in the mouth. Both nostrils and the bridge of the nose. Once more to that point between the eyebrows, down through the tip of the nose, the tip of the chin, to that spot between the collarbones. Breathe into this spot. Maybe there's a sense of mist. Just connecting there. Feeling into the coolness, the thickness of the air. Bringing your awareness across both collarbones to the shoulders, right and left. The upper arms and the lower arms, the backs of the hands and the palms of the hands. The wrists and the knuckles, the thumb and pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, as though each finger, left and right, could be woven together like the canopy of a tree, connecting your experience in this moment. Wandering back up through the wrists and the elbows, the armpits and the sides of the ribs, the lungs beneath, breathing, connecting you with your life force in this moment, the awen that flows through you. Being aware of your heart center, the warmth at the heart in contrast to the coolness of that mist just above. Feeling the beating of your heart and the pulse, the vibrance of your life force, and then moving down through the solar plexus, the sides of the waist, the belly, and the abdomen, the belly button down to the base of the pelvic bowl. Feeling into your pelvic bowl, taking a breath all the way into this pelvic girdle, and noticing all of the organs that are present here. Bringing your awareness down through the hips, the thighs and hamstrings, the shins and the calves, the ankles, the tops of the feet and the soles of the feet, the outer edges and the inner arches, the heels and the base of the toes, both big toes and second toes, third toes, fourth and fifth, woven together like the tapestry of leaves brushing against one another. Bringing your awareness back up through the heels and the knees, up to that pelvic girdle once more as you connect with your sacrum and your wandering path up the vertebra, up the spine. Each step your own, unique to you. Feeling into the movement of the muscles of the low back, of the mid back, of the upper back, as though green grass and moss and ferns were lining this path, were lining your footsteps. Breathing into the well of the left shoulder blade and of the right, coming to the tops of the shoulders up through the back of the neck to the nape of the neck, the back of the head, that point where the back of the head and the top of the head meet, all the way to the top of your head and just above. And imagine from this point a gentle mist could flow across the body, front and back, left and right, top and bottom, cleansing and clearing and awakening the magic within you. And connecting with your heart center once more, feeling a lightness at the heart. And this shine pulses through the mist itself. First, maybe it seems a bit faint, and then it begins to get a little brighter, as though it's a flame, gentle and magical in this forest that can do no harm. And around the flame you notice smoke blending into the fog around. And you still feel the sense of the trees, their energy, their essence, and the smell of moss, the smell of green, the moisture in the air. And yet you feel this contrast with the smoke, the fire, maybe blue or white, maybe an orange and red color, whatever the crackling fire at your heart connects with. And then the heart begins to appear as though it has iridescent scales all around it. There's a protectiveness in this, but also a smooth and slick experience here. And your breath becomes easier. Noticing what is present for you. Maybe even noticing within your body, within your experience, there is another experience held. Maybe claws reaching into the forest bed. Feeling yourself stretch. Feeling the scales around the body. How the nostrils release a little more smoke. How the eyes shine and sparkle. Almost vying for attention from the flame itself. And feeling into the wings at your back. Spacious, powerful, as though you could take flight at any moment, up through the canopy of trees above. And yet there's no need. You know your power in this moment, and you are settled in it, as nurtured by this forest, as all the other creatures around, feeling your body relaxed and at ease. And noticing how this feels, this sense of power and contentment all at once. While the hum of magic flows through you and all around. There's a buzzing in the air, and yet a sweetness. And that flame within you could come forth at any moment, but you don't need it to. So the smoke enters the nostrils and releases from the nostrils, once more blending and weaving with the fog all around. Maybe in the distance you even see other little flashes of sparkle and light. Maybe sprites or other elements. Curious about your presence. As though we could imagine the sparkle of others around us, their little light from within them. And you feel their essence as clearly as you feel the essence of the trees themselves, of the animals, of the berries, of the fruits. Connecting deeply in this moment to the wholeness of your experience. Perhaps sunlight is dappling through the canopy of the forest, and you feel the warmth of the sun upon your skin, your scales warming up, even as though the inside of you has this flame and fire, feeling the outer warmth and the inner. Maybe noticing if they're different. And the coolness of the air entering your body as it releases with smoke. Maybe you have a sense of the smell of the smoke itself. Knowing you are limitless. And yet you are grounded in this moment. Both experiences connected, integrated together. As you rest easy in the bed of the forest. No need to leave or escape, because this moment is precious to you. Reflect on that. Noticing the body of the dragon within and your physical body in this moment. Whatever sensations are present for you, whatever the idea of this dragon brings up for you. Protection, fierceness, fear, ease and comfort, wisdom and intuition. And notice what type of dragon is present. That from an Asian tradition, long and winding, or from the Mayan culture, maybe even a Welsh dragon, protector of the land. Whatever your experience is, it's right. Maybe it's a different experience. In many traditions, the dragon also represents a wise man, a sorcerer, a keeper of secrets. And noticing how that wisdom flows through your body as easily as the All-One itself. The divinity, the inspiration of the universe flows in and out with each breath. Knowing you are fully loved in this moment, you are part of the forest itself. There's no separation because this scene doesn't exist without you. And as you reflect on the scales around the body, Maybe they shimmer and shine. Noticing what your scales are made of. Mirrors or light. Metal or wood. Maybe even the scales are a poultice of leaves, blending with the forest itself. Breathe deeply here, noticing your essence, that which is content and at ease in your body, releasing anything that isn't, even if it's only just a little bit in this moment. Once more, connecting with the breath and the flow of the breath, with the nest of the earth beneath you. And we're going to begin to come back to the present moment, but as we do, honor the scene, honor the gifts and the wisdom that has been present for you. Feeling into your strength, into your power, the sense of being both limitless and settled, powerful and content, the warmth and the coolness, all present at once. You can come back here at any time. This experience lives within you. So as we begin to let it fade away, the smells, the textures, the images and the sounds begin to soften. Feeling back into your physical body in this moment. The skin and the muscles, the bones and the blood flowing through the body into your own power. Maybe there's a light feeling of the wings at your back. Or maybe their essence begins to fade as well, knowing you can access them at any time. Feeling that fire from within, that Agni. And take a few breaths yourself, resting easy in this moment. We're going to begin to flex and wiggle fingers and toes, feeling into the body that you have, the body that you are living in. And as you circle wrist, maybe stretch in any way, flex and point the ankles. Maybe the shoulders shrug and release. The head might turn from side to side. Notice what you need to carry with you from this practice. Notice that spark, that aliveness that flew and danced through you, weaving a tapestry of your experience in this moment. Maybe the sense of smoke or mist lingers. And in your own time, as you are ready, begin to blink the eyes open, blending the inner world and the outer world. And so it is. This Nidra